adding and subtracting of positive and negative numbers. Remember the rules. Positive and positive equal a positive. Negative and negative equal a negative. Negative and positive equal negative and negative equal positive. A negative and a positive equal a negative. Now when you're doing adding and subtracting, it's only when the two are located next to each other. So in this problem, number 10, negative 44 plus negative 9, what ones sit next to each other? That would be the positive and the negative. So then we take this and we look at our rule and we see that a negative and a positive make it a negative. So we can rewrite this as negative 44 minus 9. Which means negative 44 minus 9 is negative 53. Percent word problems. When you are working with percents, you have to remember that you are solving equations. And your equation that you're going to use is percent is equal to percentage over base. Okay? Base is represented with the word of. Percentage is represented with the word is, and then percent is shown with the percent sign. So if you think about it in the aspect of an assignment, you always want to know what your percent is. Your teacher will give you how many you got right, which is called your percentage, and how many were possible, which is the base. If the number you got right is more than the possible, you get more than 100%. So always remember, if this is more than 100, you're going to have a bigger number on top than on the bottom. So in our example, the question is, what is 270% of 60? So we know the percent, so 270, and we know of 60, so we know the base, and we are trying to find the percentage. So you would need to solve for x by taking 270 and multiplying it by 60, because to solve for x, we would do 60 over 1 to get rid of the 60 on this side and multiply the same here. Remember that when you do it in your calculator, you use 60 times 2.7 because you're changing your percent to a decimal, so you move your decimal 2 places. And what your answer should be is 162. So you're saying that 162 over 60 is equal to 270%. If you can do that problem and that works out to that answer, you've gotten it right. So what is 270% of 60, and the answer is 162. Multi-step equations. So the first thing you need to do is simplify the side with the letter and then solve. So just like simplifying earlier, we take negative 5 times 6n and we get negative 30n. Negative 5 times 6 is negative 30, and that is equal to 30. Then we would take and work on our n side, and we want to first get rid of the adding and subtracting. So we would do the opposite of subtracting 30, so we would add 30, which would leave us with 30n. We also have to add 30 to this side, which would leave us with 60. Then we have to, again, work on our n side, and this is multiplication. The opposite of multiplication is division. So we divide by negative 30, and we divide by negative 30. So 60 divided by negative 30 should leave us with negative 2 equal to n. So in this problem, we plug 2 in for n. So we should plug in 30 equals negative 5 times 6 times 2, negative 2 plus 6. 6 times negative 2 is negative 12 plus 6. Negative 12 plus 6 is negative 6. Negative 5 times negative 6 is 30. So is negative 2 equal to n?